Hi there, my name is Naomi. I am a hypnotherapist and a nutritionist. My business is called My Local Hypnosis. So today I am talking to you about the way that we can manage our state. So state is basically describing our state of being, the way we feel, our emotional state, the level of energy we have, the way we're experiencing the world from an emotional perspective, level of motivation. So how can we change our state, keep our state in a positive frame rather than a negative frame, prevent ourselves from having lows that we can't shift ourselves out of, or responding to, say, for example, something happens, you get triggered, and because of something someone says or doesn't say, whatever, you slump into this feeling, and that's a negative state. So how can we manage that? So the first thing is to think deliberately. So I like to use the analogy that when we're thinking, we're eating out of a plate. And the way that we think is that 95% of the time, we're not even conscious of what we're thinking. We're just thinking the same stuff that we've been programmed to think. And I call this just eating out of the trough. So we're there gobbling into that trough, thinking the same things over and over again each day of our lives. And that keeps our mind active, but it's not productive. So when we think deliberately, what we're saying is, hey, have some of this. And now you get to choose, deliberately choose what it is that you're feeding your mind. And it does take effort, because obviously you can think on autopilot or you can think deliberately. So the types of things that we're going to be thinking deliberately is programming our mind with good things. So that can be things that are effective, things like I am capable, I can do this, I'm on top of the world, where the world is a good place full of good people, I've got a good job, I've got great friends, thinking all kinds of positive things. And if you can't be bothered thinking of the good things yourself, just listen to something. There's podcasts you can feed your mind, there's education you can feed your mind, any activity where you're not allowing your mind to just graze from the trough. So that's the first one. So the second one is to say no to rubbish thoughts. And that might sound like we're talking about this again, but what it actually is that when you hear or become aware of your mind rabbiting on in rubbish ways, imagining negative things, having negative conversations, saying derogative things to yourself, you actually say no. And I do that often. I'll start imagining something horrible. No, 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 no. And just like you're disciplining a child, no, you will not think that. That's not going to continue in your mind. So say no to rubbish thoughts. The third one is to move your body. So still talking about state management, you're making sure you're feeding your mind good things to keep yourself feeling good. You're saying no to the rubbish thoughts because we know they feel bad, and you're moving your body. So let's look at physiology. So if I am sad, depressed, unhappy, I'm going to be in the fetal position, slumped down, looking down, shoulders over. And I mean, you can even see physiology. You can even see when a dog feels sad. So change the physiology. It has an effect on you at a cellular level. It changes your emotional state. Arms in the air, eyes to the sky, smile on your face, deep breath in, and say something fabulous. It might be the last thing you feel like doing at the time, but forcibly, deliberately make yourself change your physiology, move your body into a different state. Active, you can dance, move around, just get out of that position of sadness or downness or lack of energy or whatever it is that is your negative state. The next one is to get outdoors. So we all need vitamin D. Vitamin D levels being low is linked to depression. We want to be outside. We want to be in the sun, the fresh air, amongst the trees, the birds, the bees, the insects, the whatever it is that you can see, and just get some grounding. Touch whatever you can. smell, hear, see. It's all very good for getting yourself into a better place. Number 5 is to help someone else. Okay, so when we are in a negative state, we're often internalized, we're absorbed in our own stuff. It's overwhelming, or it feels like it's all around us. Get out there, find someone else and help them. Doesn't matter if you're taking the bins in for a neighbor, go buy your neighbor a box of biscuits and take them over. Whatever it is, you offer to help, find someone to help, do something for someone else. If you've got friends, hey, is there something I can help you with? What can I do to help you? Turn up to someone's house, ask them, can I do something here? I need to help someone get my mind off whatever I'm feeling. So help them, help yourself, feels good. Go to a charity, whatever it is you can do, help someone else. Number 6, take some time out. Time out can be just having a bath, but the best kind of time out is if you can get away, get out of your normal area, your normal space, that place, and just go somewhere else, away from technology, away from television. Take a pen and paper, take a book, and read, write, feed your mind, move, get outside, be doing all these things in your time out space. And number 7 is write. So you've got your pen and paper when you get away, write, whatever it is that you want to write. But there are some things that are productive that will make a huge difference. And that is to write letters. So letters to your mother, letters to your father, letters to exes, letters to any major influences in your life, whoever it is that has hurt you, harmed you, betrayed you, let you down, all those kind of things. And I know that, our parents all do such wonderful jobs, but at the end of the day, there is always something to say. And the headings in your letter, you're not just writing a hello, I'm having a lovely time letter. The headings in your letter are thank you for. And even if you've got somebody that has harmed you in ways that people cannot imagine, thank you for. Thank you for helping me become a stronger person. Thank you for. The next heading is I forgive you for. I forgive you for not hearing me, listening to me, seeing me, whatever it is that even the most wonderful parent will have something that you need to forgive them for. The next heading, I am sorry for. And again, there is something that you can ask them to, that you can apologize for. Even if it's, I'm sorry for feeling angry. I am sorry that I have held on to a grudge for so long. I'm sorry for judging you. And the last one, I love you and love is an energy. We are made of energy, and love is the positive state that we all need to connect more to. When you say, I love you, it doesn't mean romantic love. It's just the love of one human being to another. And no matter what has happened, there is something, some part of you that can find love for another human being. This is a very, very powerful. Sit down, write those letters. If you're a person that suffers from depression or anxiety or any of those things, this is a good process for clearing stuff out. The last person you will write a letter to is yourself, and you can choose to write to yourself at any age. Perhaps you're a child, perhaps you're an adult, whatever it is, and those same headings. Thank you for, I forgive you for, I am sorry for, and I love you and. So those are your letters that you will write. So that number 7 is a biggie. Number 8, seek help. Seeking help can be talking to friends, family, those kind of things. But we try to remember that our friends, and particularly our family, are emotionally invested. So they're not always the best people to help us because, let's face it, these are the people that have been around us. They see us in different ways. They possibly people even that have helped program our unconscious in our lives. And so sometimes it's better to get help from people that are not emotionally invested. Counselors, psychologists, hypnotherapists, that's me, kinesiologists, acupuncturists, massage therapists, even a physical treatment can make you feel better. Whatever you can get yourself into, whatever resonates with you, create a net of support. If you've got a counsellor, that doesn't mean you don't go to a massage therapist, acupuncturist, a hypnotherapist. Just keep finding people until something works for you. So when you are managing state issues, like if you're, like I said, if you're managing negative emotions or whatever, you might as well do a big spring clean of yourself. We've all got stuff to clear out, so get it all out on the table and deal with it. Emotions that are not dealt with will come back, and they'll come back bigger and louder until you finally are willing to deal with them. That feeling of abandonment when you were 6, when you were 8, whatever age as a child, will come back as abandonment when you're 25, it'll come back as abandonment when you're 40, and eventually that will need to be dealt with. And it might be something else for you, but abandonment's a very common and big one. So, number 9, avoid misery. Sounds obvious, but a misery loves company. People love to get around other people that have things in common with them, and it feels good to be able to share a story and the other person says, yes, me too. Not when you're trying to get out of a state that isn't productive or feeling good for you. So if you've got a whole stack of people that are all feeling low, the energy in that group is low, there is no point trying to get drowning people to save drowning people. Get yourself around people who are in a higher state that can help you up. And number 10 is music. So music lifts your spirit if it's the right kind of music, the beat, and also the words. They say that when you're feeling happy, you hear the music, and when you're sad, you hear the words. So choose music that has really uplifting lyrics. I have a few favorite ones that I like to play. If you are watching this, comment below with your uplifting music that you like, that gets you out of your ditch when you're feeling down. So that's my 10 points on state management, changing state. If you're feeling low, feeling down, get those things happening. Listen to music, stay away from other people who are feeling down, seek help, get your self some time out, sit down and write those letters and help other people. Say no to rubbish thoughts. No, not thinking that. Move your body, get outdoors and think deliberately. Feed your mind good things. Be deliberate in the way that you feed your mind. Naomi Stockman, My Local Hypnosis. Get in touch, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that kind of stuff. And I look forward to another video soon.